Battery low. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Delaney with DeathandCandy 27. Today we're going to be doing the next in the series of the two-tone eye looks. Today we'll be using the Colourpop Just My Luck and It's My Pleasure. We're going to go ahead and jump into this eye look here and we will get right into the tutorial. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and start jumping into the look. So I've already done everything up until like highlight and brows on my face. So it's just my normal like base face. So I'll put all of the details down in the description box below. But we're going to go ahead and get started with priming the eyes real quick just to get them ready. Today we're going to be doing our two-tone look, the next segment in the Colourpop little 9-pan palette series. So today we're going to be jumping into Just My Luck and It's My Pleasure. So I know It's My Pleasure came out a while back, but I mean, you know, don't come for me. Just My Luck also came out a while back, but we're just gonna enjoy it while we have it, you know? So I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original and just get these lids ready. I've been using like a combination of this Urban Decay Primer Potion and like the NYX Glitter Primer here lately for like the Jeffree Star series that I'm doing with all of the Jawbreaker palettes. So the Jawbreaker and the Mini Breaker, just to kind of keep that pigmentation there for like the whole day while I'm at work. And it's actually been kind of nice. No complaints, no complaints. For liquid highlight, we're going to be just using the basic Tarteist Pro Glow from Tarte. It's just a nude color. And we're just going to apply that onto the cheeks.
But ooh girl,
when you see this powder highlight, oh, this is a really good liquid highlight if you like a subtle glow or you're wearing like basically no makeup. So I haven't actually like filmed a video for like 3 weeks now. For my personal anyway. So it's been a minute since I've like sat in front of camera by myself. So like give me a minute to kind of like warm up some. I don't know. It's super early in the day. I slept like 5 hours, like, you know, normal day for me. So we're going to be using 2 different highlights today, both from F.A.I.R Beauty. So I do have an affiliate with them. You can use my code FASTTIMES to get 10% off of your order. Saves you, you know, a little bit of money. It is an affiliation, so I do make some commission off of that, but you know, it's whatever. You know, you don't have to use my code if you don't want to. They're normally always doing sales, but today we'll be using the HYPERION Seasons and SIREN'S Song. So I fell in love with these 2 highlights. I had initially gotten HYPERION Seasons, which is this girl over here first, and she's kind of getting washed out in the light, but it's a 2-tone, so there's like a purple on one side and a blue on the other. It's just so pretty in person, like just the prettiest. And then Siren's Song, which is kind of like a green, which is getting super washed out, but in real life, they're both stunning. Whenever I use HYPERION Seasons, I always like to blend both sides. And we're going to apply that to the green side of the face. I'll turn the lights down when I get both of them applied so you can kind of see like how they look. And then we'll also be using these as brow highlights too. The compacts, I think she's phasing out, but you can also get them as loose versions, which I kind of prefer because the compacts are a little clunky. The way it'd be sometimes. Sometimes it'd be a little clunky. This is the Siren Song side. And it's just really like just a nice healthy glow. And then let me switch lights off and on so you can see. So this is HYPERION Seasons. So it has a really nice blue undertone on even the purple side as well. But there are like some really nice glitters in there. Is that even a good idea? I can't see on the viewfinder on that side, but we'll come back to these 2 highlights in a little bit. Brows, brows, brows. So for brows today, of course, we're doing just like in the original one that I did with the blue and red, we're going to be also using 2 different tones for brows. So these are both from Distinction Cosmetics now. They were previously known as Distinction Brow and Lash. This is the old formula that they used to use. It's not vegan. So, you know, I bought a bunch of their stuff at closeout. So, you know, like I'm going to use their old stuff. This is Venomous in the purple. And then we have Limelight in the green. I did pick up Dublin from their new eyebrow release, but I wanted more of a limey green for this look because the eye is going to be kind of like more muted. So right side's going to be purple. So we're going to do a green front brow and then purple tail. This is BROWGAL INSTATINT, my normal like brow prep. It's a brow tint with fibers, so it gives you a little bit more structure. And I like to use it still with these liners from Distinction because I need a little bit of like brow to my brow. So when I put the color in, it doesn't look like trash. So we're gonna dip into Limelight first, and I'm just using an angle brush from Sephora, number 22. I'm like having to really dig into her because she is a little dry. Some of their older gels are a little bit inconsistent. Like some of them are super wet. I don't know if she had like switched over product, but maybe not packaging, so she didn't want to like sell it as different. Okay, I think that's a good enough base of the green. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into Venomous, which was the purple. This one's a lot more creamy. Like I don't know what's going on with Limelight. Like it's just, it's there, but it's not. I mean, who doesn't love a good brow ombre shit? We're going for subtle. Can't even really tell I have like color in my brows. This brow's done. Now we're going to just jump into the other side. This one will have the purple front and the green back, so this will be interesting. Like I feel like Venomous is really creamy, but it's not like the most pigmented. So as you guys would remember, I used these brow gels in my 4th of July look. And like, I was so proud of that look, and it was the same formula, so a little inconsistent. But after that, the owner, Misty, she reached out to me and she was asking me what colors I didn't have from like the new ones. And she's going to send me like 3 of them. So I thought that was really cool of her to offer. I had applied to be on her PR list, but obviously like my following is not quite where I'd like it to be right now. So it's okay, but I know she's gonna do rounds, like she's gonna alter. I love the group that she did pick. I followed all of them, but I don't know if it's the Instagram algorithm or if like I just haven't really gone to look, but like some of them I feel like I don't really see using the product. I don't know. Don't come for me because like I honestly haven't checked like recently. All right, stepping back into Limelight, and we're gonna try to do this tail. Like it's just, I'm gonna have to put like some ink glow in here or something, like a mixing medium, and kind of like stir her up a little bit. But this is a nice like subtle brow moment, and that's what I like about their gel liners, whether it's the new or the old formula, that they can be super pigmented or they can be very subtle, just depending on like how heavy-handed you want to be. And I really want to start branching out into using them as like actual eyeliners too. So brows are all cleaned up. I went ahead and applied my brow highlight, which is just the same highlighters that I use on each side. So HYPERION Seasons and then SIREN'S Song. I'm going to go ahead and jump into purple eye first because it's my right side. So I always kind of try to start my dominant side. And like I said before, we're going to be using the It's My Pleasure palette. So if you haven't seen it already, I mean, you know, it's been out for a second. Just your standard 9-pan palette from Colourpop. I really liked the colors in this palette. I thought they were purples that like I probably have, but like now they're in a palette. So, you know, hey. Now I have it in an 9-pan I can carry everywhere. First color we'll be stepping into is going to be Kitten Fish, which is a nice like muted lilac color, and we're going to be using the Morphe M412 to apply her. Set in a crease. We're going to concentrate her more like in the inner corner of the crease, and then as we get to the outer portion, we're just kind of like going to use what's left on the brush and just bring her out. Now we're going to switch over to the Sephora 14, and we're going to do Do or Dough. And Do or Dough is the next shade next to Kitten Fish, and it's a shimmer that has blue reflect in it. Since it's a little chunky, it's going to have some fallout, so I'm just going to very lightly press. I'm not going to like really drag it because I don't want it to like just crumble all over my face. The lights are like really washing me out today. Maybe it's because I'm filming like during the daytime, so I'm getting like natural light coming in here too, but my windows are pretty covered, fam. For the outer half of the eye, I'm going to be using Chick Lit. It is also a metallic shimmer base, and it's a little bit deeper. It's kind of like that more sportier purple, so more blue, cool tone than like red. And we're also just going to very lightly dab that on there. We love a good cool tone purple. Hey. I'm just kind of marrying those two shimmer metallics or whatever you want to call them together. But damn the fallout, man. The fallout. So for outer corner, we're going to use a little bit of the Sleeper, which is a more red toned purple in my opinion. It's more like a plum. We're just going to very lightly like apply that with the Sephora Pro 14 because it's a big brush, and so I don't want to like overpower all of Chick Lit that I just put on there. But we're going to take her all the way to the lower lash line as well. And what I did is I just held the brush very flat with the color part of the brush on top, and then I just dragged it. So that way it's not just covering up the whole lower portion of my eye, but it's definitely taking care of all the spots that I need. Then we're going to take a smaller brush. This is the Morphe M149, and it's just like a little tiny pencil brush. And we're going to take a little bit more of Sleeper, tap off the excess, and we're just going to drag that into the deep part of the crease. just to deepen it up. And then we're going to take it on the outer part of the eye right here and just kind of start to shape her. I'm going to take same brush and a little bit of Kitten Fish and just kind of deepen her up on this outer corner here where we just kind of placed her initially, just to blend her in a little bit more with Sleeper and make that blend seamless. I'm gonna also use the same brush and jump into Earthshine, which is like a very muted, still has like a blue purpley reflect in it, and we're gonna put her in the inner corner here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to sweep away all this fallout. When you thought you put enough powder down, man. When you thought, you thought. Okay, so that's gonna finish it up for the purple side as far as eyeshadow is concerned. So I definitely like these palettes because if I ever am like filming or if I'm traveling and I have a very specific color theme, like I can take like 1 or 2 of these and like I'm done. I have plenty of things to make it look dimensional and like have tones to it and you know, like whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into green now. Okay, so we'll be using the Just My Luck. Y'all have seen it. I mean, it went viral like in March when everything was green, but when I got this, I was like, no, about that Mary Jane shade. Like, I like it, but it's just so yellow in comparison to all the other greens of the palette. Like, if you took out Act Natural and Kiss My Ass, like, it would be a more diverse palette, but Kiss My Ass and Act Natural, very similar, like, in tone in the pan. Obviously, when you apply them, they are going to be a little different, but, like, okay. To do crease, we're going to take Chances Are, which is the lightest matte, and like on the other side, we're going to concentrate it more into the inner corner of the crease and then kind of diffuse as we get to the outside. I think I had so much fallout because this Urban Decay has kind of like dried a little bit because I spent way too long doing my brows. I didn't think it would take me that long. So one thing I like about Colourpop's formula is they're very like easy to work with. Like that took no time at all. It's not super pigmented, but it's also like, you know, you have something there. I'm going to take the Sephora 14 again, and then we're going to jump into Big Bang on the inner corner. And this one, I'm sorry, not Big Bang, Big Banks. And it's a metallic-y green, very similar to the shade of Kiss My Ass, but it's a shimmer instead. And we're gonna very lightly pack because, like, Jesus, the fallout is real. Jumping into 50/50 on the other side, which is one of the deepest metallics as far as the tone of green. It's more like a huntery green, but the shimmer kind of brightens it up a little bit. And like I said, outer corner of the eye. And then we're gonna use Mo Bamba, which is a shimmer. It's more of like a matte with like a pearl in it. It looks like it has blue reflect in it. Diversity and inclusion in this palette is real. And just using the same technique on this side with having the color side of the brush face upwards so it's not dragging a huge line underneath the eye. Gonna jump into my smaller brush for the remainder for the Morphe M149. Gonna go in with Mo Bamba and just darken up the deep crease and bring into the lower lash line a little bit more. And then I'll go back in with Chances Are. So for the last color, we are gonna jump into Mary Jane. I'm just gonna place her into the inner tear duct, which I mean, it's a great place to place her. But I feel like if you don't want her to be so yellow, you really have to like blend her into the other greens in the palette so she's not like, ooh. But like, I love how like icy yellow she is too. Damn it. I didn't really have to sweep out fallout on this side, so I'm kind of surprised. All right, so that's it for Just My Luck. Of course, we're going to be using Colourpop eyeliners. I'm gonna jump into No Shame and Fast Lane, obviously on their respective sides. And then for mascara to prep for lashes, we're gonna be using the Falsies Push Up Angel from Maybelline. So I'm gonna step off camera to apply lashes and lip. Lashes today we're using the Toddy TL25, and they're just a nice like fan lash. Let me get these up into the center. They're pretty long. And then lip is going to be Baby Bat Beauty's matte lipstick in the shade Myth, which is like a neutral purple tone, and it's just kind of very subtle. It's like one of my go-tos if I want like a little bit of color to the gray. I'm gonna apply this and come right back. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. So like I said, I added lashes in my lip and I love it. I mean, you know, I didn't think I'd hate this look, but you know, it's always great when your eyes come to fruition and you get to finally experience the end result. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some close-ups, and yeah. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it and you're liking the series so far. If you do want me to do different combinations of these, I would be more than willing to try to do that either for like a look on Instagram or, you know, if you want to see a whole video of it. So obviously we'll be doing comparisons with the next one in the series for the Ooh La La and Honey, and then we'll just have to wait for the orange one to come out. So let me know down in the comments below or hit me up on my DMs and Instagram if you want to see any other combinations. And if you have any requests for videos, please follow me on my social media. I do have a Facebook page as well. It's all DeathandCandy27. Hit that subscribe button before you go and smash that bell so you're aware of every time I'm uploading, which is currently only on Saturdays at 12 p.m. Central. I hope you have a great week. Bye!